Hola a todos, ¿qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Me escuchan? No sé qué está pasando. ¿Me escuchan? ¿Me escuchan? I hope you all can hear me. I tried to go live a few minutes ago and you all were telling me that you could not hear me. So when you all get in, if you could, let me know if you can hear me. I don't see the microphone going up, so I don't know if you can hear me or not. Let's see. Is that improving it? I don't know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. So let's check here. Can you all hear me? Can you hear me? Mic check, mic check. You were loud and clear. Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, so I was okay. Appreciate it, Tino. I mic can see. Okay, perfect, Bonnie. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, hola Jay, que más, que más. Okay, so I'll pretty much repeat what I was saying on the. I was using live. What's it called? Streamyard before to stream, but I just wanted to come on to YouTube really quick for two reasons. One of my buddies online here, Jalen from the Quick Tempo channel, I mentioned him a lot. He's also someone that has learned fluent Spanish. He and I planned on doing a live stream today, and so if he does join, we'll have some kind of dialogue there. But I did want to come on and just talk about why I have not been uploading videos lately, my Swahili progress, all of those things. And so I'll go ahead and get right into it. I won't be on here super long. The first reason why I have not uploaded YouTube videos in the past month and a half or 2 months almost, I think it is now, is simply because I have not had any ideas. Like, I don't want to consistently recreate the same kind of content. And so as a result of that, me just continuously going over how does this work in Spanish or how I felt when this happened in Spanish, it's just not something that I see provides you all with a lot of value. And so that's one reason why I have not been uploading videos lately. I don't want to just put out random videos just for the sake of it. So that's one reason. And then the second reason is, as I mentioned to you all the time, or I have mentioned before, I did not start a YouTube channel with the intention of becoming a YouTuber. And so becoming a quote unquote YouTuber now with this amount of subscribers has been interesting. But I always knew that at some point I would stop creating videos. And I never understood that before I started making YouTube videos. And what do I mean by that? I used to see YouTubers that I used to watch and they stop uploading and I'd be like, why in the world would you do that? Like why? Like why would you do that? Why would you stop recording? But it just comes down to, as I mentioned before, I did not start out with a YouTube channel to be a YouTuber. And so with that in mind, even as I was creating videos, I knew that at some point I would stop creating videos because what I viewed my channel as and what I still view it as now is like a little the content is evergreen, meaning somebody in 15 years that's learning Spanish can still go back and see. I'm talking about myself in the third person, but can see this guy who started out not knowing anything, not having very much experience with the Spanish language, to being fluent, to traveling to two or three different countries and being able to, handle himself and having full hour-long conversations about deep topics. I think that can be like a little a capsule of time that can be useful for people in the future. And so, me just repetitively uploading videos that are monotonous and repetitive, it can be. I don't really see the value in that, and so that's one of the reasons why I have not uploaded. I'm going to read some of you all's comments quickly, and then I'll get back to some points that I wanted to bring up. Can you do a video conversation where you say something, then we fill in the blanks? I I understand the kind of topic you're referring to, Jimbo. And I can. I know what content you're referring to, which is I think a channel that's similar to that is like Why Not Spanish. They do things like that, and I really enjoy those videos. They are time consuming, and not complaining. I can get them done. I'm just saying they are time consuming, and I know for a lot of the content creators that create videos, and I'll give you another example of why, what I mean by they're time consuming. Like a lot of the other content creators are content creators. Like that's their job. They're content creators. As you all know, I'm a teacher and I have a math tutoring business, and I still like to hang out with friends, and I still like to do things. And again, not complaining. I appreciate you all even requesting that I would do that. I'm just telling you that it is a little tough. And I'll give you an example. The video that I made maybe a month and a half ago about the different versions of Colombian Spanish, man, that video took like, I want to say, just with being able to do it in the limited free time that I have, it took maybe 2 weeks to do. Like I had it planned and had everything there, but like It takes a long time, but I can get that done. Happy to hear from you, Mike. I figured you were busy with Swahili. Bonnie, I have some bad news with the Swahili, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. Buenos días, Mike. Cuando regresa a Colombia, ¿cómo va ese español? Carlos, yo quiero volver este año, pero Carlos, te voy a decir la verdad. Lo que me preocupa un poco es la cantidad de mis paisanos que yo, al menos a mi parecer, que yo veo que están viajando a Colombia. ¿Y por qué me preocupa? No es algo mal, pero yo prefiero, cuando viajo, yo prefiero estar en ambientes donde no hay muchos gringos. Entonces, de nuevo, quizás estoy hablando de una perspectiva ignorante porque quizás no es así, pero de lo que he escuchado, de lo que he visto, hay muchísimos estadounidenses ahora que están yendo a Colombia, entonces quiero que sea un poco más, perdón, quiero que esté un poco más calmado cuando vaya yo. Pero yo sí tengo ganas de ir. Y de hecho, Carlos, por los últimos, no sé, 6 meses, nada más me he dedicado a escuchar, a leer y a interactuar con el español colombiano, la verdad. Tanto que estoy leyendo 300 años de soledad, ¿cómo se llama? 100 años de soledad. Creo que se llama. Entonces estoy leyendo este libro, literal, ahora mismo. Entonces, pero gracias por la invitación. Ya quiero oír sobre tu experiencia en Swahili, hermano. Okay. Um, I'm going to talk about my failure in learning Swahili. And again, I'm going to try to articulate this as best as possible, but it's going to sound illogical. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to articulate this as best as possible, but it will sound illogical when you hear it. So, as you all know, I did not. I'm going back to Spanish, but it's going to connect to Swahili. When I started learning Spanish, I had no real motivation. I was not seeking a job where I needed to use Spanish. I was not. I don't have Spanish speaking family. I was not in a relationship with someone that spoke Spanish. I didn't even at the time had a. I did not even have, excuse me, a desire to travel through Latin America at the time. Just being honest. I was content with my life, still am, but I was content with my life, was not even thinking about that. As I mentioned in a video before, at that point in my life, my ideal vacation would have been going to a resort in Jamaica, sitting on the beach, drinking ting and listening to Bob Marley. Like, and do that for 2 days, come back home, and I would have been at peace. I still like that kind of stuff, but obviously through me learning Spanish, I've explored different cultures and learned different things. I'm rambling a little bit, but I say all that to say what I realized when I used to say in my videos that I did not have a motivation to learn Spanish, when I used to say that, I was unaware of it. But thinking retrospectively now, I did have a motivation. And what was my motivation? What was it? My motivation was I wanted, again, I'm recognizing this now. My motivation was I wanted to prove to myself that I'm capable of learning another language, a foreign language. Like that, I couldn't have even articulated that to you 3 years ago when I started learning Spanish. But that now I realize was my motivation. I wanted to prove to myself that I can learn a language and speak it fluently. You can even notice this trend in my videos because I used to always mention, like, when I got to those plateaus, I would mention, I don't really feel like I'm fully there yet. And I remember reading comments and people were like, why do you need to get fully there? That, that, ideology, that mentality that I had was based on me wanting to prove to myself that I could learn another language. Why did I say all that when you asked me about Swahili? I sat there for about 2 months. I stopped learning Swahili, guys. I'm gonna, cat's out of the bag. I stopped learning it. I sat there diligently, like with a lot of discipline, learning Swahili for about 2 months. And what did I start to realize? I started to realize, like, oh, I can learn this. Like, I can learn this. Like, I can learn this. I can learn this, no problem. I know how to learn a language. I know with time I will be able to speak this. I was already speaking it, kind of. I was understanding children's shows. I can tell you right now different words. I can tell you water. I can tell you things. I still remember Swahili. So I say all that to say, because this is gonna sound dumb, but because I know I can do it, I don't have a desire to, because I've already proven to myself that I can learn another language. Okay. And so I'll give you another example, an analogy. And again, I don't know if this is making sense because it's kind of irrational thinking. It's like, if you know you can do something, why not pursue it? But I think part of me pursuing Spanish so diligently was because I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. And now that I know I can, I need a tangible reason to do it now. Okay. And even though I will travel to Africa at some point, probably before I'm 35, a few times. Um, I don't know if it's needed in the places that I'd like to go. I'm rambling a little bit. So I'll give you another analogy. When I don't lift weights now, I don't lift. I still exercise, but I don't lift weights. It's not my personal. I don't really enjoy it in terms of like staying in shape. But when I was in college, I did lift weights, and one of my goals was that I wanted to bench. I think it was like 225. I think I wanted to bench 225 pounds. So I worked and did that, and when I did that, I felt accomplished. And at that point, I knew that at any point in my life, if I want to be able to lift that amount of weight, it's just a matter of discipline and time. I can do it. So right now, I'm satisfied, even though if I go to a gym, I don't even go to the gym, I work out outside. But if I were to go to a gym and if I were to not be able to lift 225, I wouldn't care because I know in the back of my mind, I can do it. Like I would have the ability to do it. Okay. So I don't know if that makes any sense. Hopefully that does. And I'm all over the place reading you all's comments and reading Jalen's messages. I think we're going to start soon, but let me catch up to some of you all's comments. Can you do a video comment? Okay, I read that. I really appreciate your videos, especially the playlist with your tutors in Spanish learning process. I practice my listening skills and learn new words using the automatically generated translations. Eric, I appreciate that. And that was the intent with those videos. Again, it was like Spanish listening practice. And I know that people used to complain, like especially beginners when they would get to those videos, like, how is this helping a beginner if there are no closed captions, if there are no translations on the bottom? But hopefully, with your experience with those videos now, you see why I did it that way. Dude, you're special. Thousands of people. You're special to thousands of people. I really just wanted to thank you personally. Thank you, Jimbo Wintergrove. I appreciate that so much. Vember, I appreciate that also. I really do. I'm gonna see if I can get Jalen in. I'm gonna say I went live already. Can I? I'm gonna send. I'm going to send you the link. I'm going to send you the link. I'm gonna see if I can find out how to invite him here. Guys, I apologize for this. If you have any questions, of course, let me know. Gonna try to add Jalen really quickly. Did you quit Swahili? Yeah, Casino. I did. I did. I mentioned that a few seconds ago. I did, unfortunately. It was just again. I was mentioning that I'm trying to send this to Jalen as we speak. I was mentioning that there it is. Okay, there you go. No, I was mentioning that um, I already know that I'm able to learn another language, and so it doesn't really motivate me as much to learn Swahili because I know I can. Like if you just type some words in the chat, I could probably tell you right now what they mean in Swahili. I probably could still count to 20. Mm, Mbili moja. I could do it. So yeah, I have stopped. I have stopped. Um, what do you think about listening and reading a lot in your target language? VJ85. VJ, what's up, VJ? I used to, so I think that's the VJ that I used to tutor. You guys know I'm a math tutor. And so VJ a few years ago, I think he was in 11th grade or 12th grade, was graduating, getting ready to graduate high school, and I tutored him. But yeah, VJ, I do that a lot now. I do that a lot now, primarily. I read a lot in Spanish now. I read. Oh, sorry. I'm from the UK. Sorry, VJ. Okay, sorry. There's another VJ that I know that watches my videos. Sorry, but yes, I do read a lot and listen a lot in my target language. Right now, I don't even consider Spanish my target language. It's just a part of my life. But yes, I think those are the two best strategies. Fuiste a Panamá, Santiago. Yo no fui. ¿Y sabes por qué no fui? Porque yo me di cuenta de que yo personalmente a mí me gusta viajar cuando conozco a alguien en el lugar que voy a visitar. Entonces, yo sé que podría sonar raro, pero por el hecho de que yo no conozco a nadie en Panamá, no me da ganas de ir ahora, solo. Por ejemplo, si yo fuera con otra persona y esa persona y yo, si pudiéramos conocer el país juntos, sí, pero solo no me da muchas ganas de ir. Y además, ¿quién me envió ese mensaje, esa cuestión? Santiago, perdón. Además, mi vida aquí es muy buena, o sea, disfruto del día mucho, mucho, mucho. O sea, ¿qué dije? Perdón. Jalen me está mandando mensajes. ¿Cómo te puedo enviar? How can I when I sorry guys, I'm trying we're trying to get the group live stream to join. So let me see. When I clicked the link, it sent me. Sorry guys, I respect your time. I just want him to join. We have some a good conversation to have here. When I clicked the link, it sent me to a help page. How can I add you here? I'm trying to find it, but I can't. Okay. Sorry guys. All right. So yeah, so I Santiago, entonces yo no fui. Yo no fui. Quería, pero yo no fui. Todavía tengo ganas de ir y a veces me pongo a buscar vuelos para ir más tarde este año, pero yo no fui. Pues yo iría en junio solo, porque estamos de vacaciones en julio, pero junio y julio, de hecho. Pero es la temporada de lluvia allí en Panamá durante esos meses, entonces yo no fui, yo no sé cuándo yo voy a ir. What languages are you studying now? Because I'm only focusing on Spanish. I don't have my list of books here, but in my room, I have like 6 books that I'm just progressively going to read. Benjamin. Sorry, guys. Again, I respect y'all's time. I'm just trying to get Jalen and I on here. And we should have done it earlier. But one last thing, I received your book and I've already learned so much. Jimbo, I appreciate that. Highly recommend it to anyone in the comments. Jimbo, I appreciate that so much. I think, I got a good amount of constructive criticism on the book, but I don't think I really got a good sample size. What I mean by that is I got positive feedback, but I don't think I got a large enough sample of people telling me that. So just to hear that makes me feel good. I put a lot of work into this book, and I'm glad it's helped you. I'm glad it's helped you a lot of time. And I think it's just like a more straight shot, cutthroat way of explaining how the language works. ¿Has considerado hacer más videos de viajes en países hispanohablantes para mostrar cómo son las experiencias si sabes español? Espero que sí. Henrik, sí, sí, he pensado en hacer eso, pero ahora que hablo español, ¿cómo te explico? Mm, no es que yo no quiero, pero una cosa número uno es que yo no quiero andar grabando a la gente sin su permiso. Yo hacía eso y se puede notar en mi canal, pero ahora que tengo un poco más experiencia con el idioma, con las culturas, yo entiendo que es un poco, yo no tengo mala educación, entonces yo no quiero andar haciendo eso. Y además, como les explicaba a Santiago, yo tengo que conocer a alguien en el país para realmente disfrutar del viaje. Yo entiendo que sí, yo podría ir para hacer videos y nada más, pero obviamente me gustaría am, disfrutar mis viajes también. Un requisito para mí, para disfrutar un viaje, es conocer a alguien en ese país. Yo conozco a muchos colombianos, yo conozco a muchos peruanos, ¿qué más? Mexicanos y pues sí, por la mayor parte de esos países. Una persona que conocí por internet, de Uruguay, unos países, pero la gran mayoría de las personas que conozco son de Colombia, Perú y México. Entonces, ahora, si voy a viajar, serían esos países, porque conozco a alguien en esos países. Ahora no tengo muchas ganas de ir a un país donde yo no conozco a nadie para nada más andar por las calles y hablar con la gente. Suena bien, y yo recuerdo cuando eso me parecía bien o divertido o algo así, pero ahora no me llena, la verdad. Am, ¿Por qué no aprender otra lengua romance? Como el francés también se habla en español. Remember, tienes razón. Pero yo entiendo, Jalen, how can I get you in? I told them when the live stream started that this was a joint live stream, but I don't know how to add you in here right now so we can do the joint live stream participants. No. Um, what's your plans for the channel? Casino, I'll talk to you about that really quickly. How can I add? Um, community pop out. Okay. mm, how to add? Sorry, guys. How to add someone on a live stream and YouTube from your phone? I don't have my phone. You can co-stream with someone. Okay, co-stream it. How do I tap the invite sent link by the host streamer? I don't know how to. When you started this live, did you click live stream together? No, Jalen, I didn't. Do I need to start it over? If so, I'll start it over. Um, so guys, in a second, Jalen and I will most likely start a new live stream because again, the intention here was for us to do a joint live stream. But I'm gonna answer some of you all's questions first, and then once Jalen gives me the go ahead, we will start a new live stream. It'll be on both of our channels. Let me see. Okay, ¿por qué no aprender otra lengua romance? Remember, porque yo entiendo que tan duro es aprender otro idioma. Y por todo este esfuerzo que he hecho, por todo este trabajo. Yo ahora mismo no tengo ganas de aprender otro idioma y además, Benver, estoy disfrutando mucho del español. Es una experiencia muy rica que estoy teniendo ahora con el español, leyendo todos los días, escuchando más, o sea, metiéndome más en las culturas profundamente. Entonces, es por eso. Yeah, let's go for it. If it doesn't work, we'll call it a wash and do it another day. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to answer you guys' questions, and then Jalen and I are going to try to do a joint live stream. And again, I know this is not super organized, but I'm going to join. I'll start a new live stream. Hopefully, you all can join back. Jalen and I should both be on the screen, and then we'll have a conversation about a few things. But I'm going to answer some of you all's questions really quick. I appreciate that. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to end the stream and we'll be right back.